everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video we are going at the straw blower, and we have a few jobs to do to get her service. May not be the well, service is probably the best word, maybe it's not. So we've been using her a week. We already have her fully greased, but we have a few things to sort out. We have a leaking pipe on the tail door ram, which we have to replace, and we have a pipe up there, maybe two, that need to be replaced, so we're going to get them taken off and replaced. We also have the belly pan to go into it, which is there, and I'm just trying to figure out what is my best way. I can see where it goes on that side, but I cannot see where it goes that side. The reason I'm not doing it in the workshop is because pumpkin patch is still going on, and I'm going to lose straw kind of everywhere while I'm at this. Hopefully then when we get them done, we get the pipes off so they can be brought to the garage to get new ones tomorrow, and we get the belly pan in, and then tomorrow we can put the new pipes and we can get the cattle bedded. Because the problem we have with the tail door, it's always losing, it's always going down, and then the bigger issue is the pipe up here that has burst is for turning that, and you can't turn it, which is a bit of a pain, and it actually accidentally got pointed straight forward. It'll turn one way without losing oil, the other way it just doesn't turn the other way, so we have to get that done. But we do have her fully greased from when we started using it. This a week, yeah, it's about a week ago. It's just 8 days ago since we pulled her out and have her working, but we have these few little issues to sort out. Why are we working at night? That is purely because working on machines to me is a nighttime job. There's a lot of things you can do during the day. There's a lot of things you can't do at night. But working on machines is one of them. First thing I'm going to do is see, can I sort this belly pan? But before I get in under it, got two axle stands there. I'll fire them in underneath it, just in case. Better be safe than sorry. And I have glasses for debris falling so I don't lose the eyes on myself. But anyways, we get stuck into it. We get underneath it and see what way this pan goes into it. A funny feeling I'm missing a support bar or something. I see one side no bother, but I can't figure out how it's supported at the other end, and that's just kind of, just can't figure it out. So I've been trying to figure this out, and I cannot for the life of me find. I assume there should be a bar across the back there somewhere for the bolt holes on that side to go into, so that that'll actually stay up. The bolt holes are there, no bother. There's not on that side. I am assuming I'm missing something. When I hold it up, nothing lines up. It just have to be missing something. So I'm going to have to get on to Teagle. It was actually Frank Byrne from Teagle Ireland who sent us the belly pan after we done the video on that last year. But I have to get back to him just to see. I have to be missing some kind of stay bar or something in that. There has to be something missing. Not going to get the belly pan in. Is it critical to it working? No, it's not. The purpose of the belly pan is to loose straw. So at the minute it works perfect, but there you have straw that comes down underneath the chains as the chain goes around pulling in straw into the blowing unit, but you have straw that comes down around under that as it falls on the ground, and it kind of leaves this nice little sprinkling of straw everywhere it works. Leaves the place a little bit untidy. Having the belly pan stops that, but I just can't get my head around. I held it up and there's just nothing there, so I must be missing some kind of support bar that may have broke off at the time the belly pan that would have been in it broke. We'll get these pipes changed, and at least we'll be able to work away, but just annoyed at that. I just can't rip these pipes off, and that shouldn't be too hard a job anyways. So we just have the two pipes off. This is a little one here. Can't see where the hole is in it, but it goes between top end of the ram to the bottom end. Well, it's tied in there, and it goes to the bottom end of the ram. But I think it's gone up there around the collar where that's clamped onto it. Can't see where. There's no bust or anything in it, but all the oil seems to be coming out of there. Whereas our other pipe, which is a bit longer, it has a big bust in it. There's it. Got the hands of myself now. Big bust in it, just there. So that just needs to replace them two pipes, and then that's the straw blower working how it should be again. So anyways, that's it for tonight. pick it up again in the morning, and we get them new pipes, put them back on, and we go bed the cattle. So we are here with the straw blower. Father Phil has got the pipes. He replaced the other pipe as well. One's gonna go both. If one's gone, the other one can't be too far from it. So 2 new pipes going into that, and also replaced our one this side in there. So the straw blower is ready to go. So it's time to put back on the 6290 because we've been using 6290 for other jobs. So it's time to put back on it. We'll go get the bending done. 2 bales of straw onto them, 1 bale of straw up onto the bull, split it both sides, and yeah, fired up and get her going again. So we're lined up here now, so I drop 1 bale in there, 2 bales in front of the pit, and I cut the twines, and then all I have to do is just back in, scoop them ones up. But Father Phil done another job in here, and that was he put an edge on this in here. So Father Phil sharpened that there, and that is what kind of grabs the straw as it comes in, so they can belt the chain there, that pulls it forward, and that's bends that way, and these here kind of grab what's coming in and pull it in, pulls it in chunks there, and then the flywheel spins around out the spout. Father Phil sharpened edge on them, give it a bit more of a cutting kind of ability, because we're just having a bit of an issue with it. It could be because it's not bright yet either, but just was kind of struggling to pull in the straw without choking. So putting a bit of an edge in that he hoped would make a difference. Bale number 3. So we have our bales out, and these are bales of wheaten straw. Some of last year's straw, big square bales, and someone took my knife. My knife grew a pair of legs. It was in the tractor, and I found these, so do the same job. So want to cut the twines the side the knots aren't, and it's, if you cut the side of the twine, that means you have to pull the knots around the corner of the bale, which you don't generally do, and that's also why we leave them on their side. It's easier pulled off. And now all I have to do is just open up that one, and I don't have to get out of the tractor again. All I have to do is come in, back in with the door down, scoop it up, bed the cattle. Happy days. That reminds me too, before I forget, on the right side here, the wheaten straw is probably the easiest stuff to get through the straw blower that I've found. The wheaten straw seems to be, I don't know, brittle of itself, and it just blows away real nice. Barley straw isn't too bad, but we have been bedding with some oaten straw, and it's not going so well. It's, you know, just seems a bit tangy, or it's just sticking together a bit more than the rest of them. But anyways, whee! So that's the calves bedded. There's actually quite a few out grazing on the rape. So now we'll go bed the bulls. 1 bale in between the 2 pens of bulls. Reason 1, 2 bales in there is because we're trying to get what we call a high bank built up. So that's where we have a good high bank of straw at the back of the shed, so that the calves have good dry line at the back of the shed, and we can keep next to barrier cleaned out. That's what we want. But we need to pile in lots of straw over nearly a month to try and get the high bank, as we call it, built in, get it up good and high. Whereas the bulls, they don't need a high bank with the mill peat All they need is just a fresh sheet every night. And yeah, we're doing this a little bit earlier than I normally do it, just so we're doing it in daylight. I normally do this in the darkness, and daylight you see a bit more. So anyway, we'll load up this bale. It's gone sideways. Lovely. Now I have to go out now and just shovel in the bit of straw that I didn't get. Don't know that made much difference. Nice could do with getting the lens cleaned on them. Anyways, we'll let her up. Checked on your feet and them and checked on your back and them. Both ends of the day, so they get checked twice a day. So that's how we do it. You're always checking when your feet and them in your bed. Won't take too long for this bale to go in. So we'll have the door, the spout swiveling side to side, the flap, we're forward and reversing the chain, and then this one here is the speed the chain goes at. You go too hard with the chain, you choke it, and you go too slow, it takes forever. So it's trying to get that balance right. Head another side of the shed. You can still see some of last night's straw there. So, absolutely peeing rain at the minute. That is the bulls bedded, and they are happy out so dark. So there's the boys. I have to say, bulls happy with how they're looking at the minute. They look to be doing well, so they do. They look to be doing well. But as I said, when we clean them out, about 2 weeks I'd say from cleaning them out. Once we clean them out, then we'll get a few weights. We'll see how exactly they're doing. Now, remember what I was saying about the belly pan not being in it? It leaves that straw there. It's a bit untidy, so we'll have to figure out what I'm missing to secure the belly pan to the bottom of it, and then that'll cut that out. But the straw blower is something that I think is absolutely brilliant. I cannot for any reason fathom why they parked it. I know the belly pan fell off and they just stopped using it, but I didn't realise how good it was going to be. Oh, it's unreal. We used to, the bulls were always, before the straw blower, were always bedded on milled peat, just milled peat. Maybe threw in that bale of straw every now and again, but it was always milled peat. Cattle stay lovely and clean, but when it comes to cleaning them out, the milled peat will go very sloppy. Could be hard enough sometimes to get cattle out of it. And then, oh, talk about in the dung pit, you couldn't get it more than about 5 feet, and it just started flowing. It was desperate stuff. But using the milled peat and the straw blower works extremely well. There's no more of that issues with the with what we had with the milled peat. You can stack the dung way high. It's easy to get cattle off it. Like, eventually the milled peat is going to run out and we'll no longer have it. And I used to be quite concerned about how we were going to manage it, but not anymore. When we used to throw in bales of straw, we'd a full bale of straw from Puck around. They'd eat the half of it, and you'd always see the cattle wouldn't do very well when we were at that crack, because the cattle, instead of eating this lovely ration, they'd eat half a bale of straw instead, and we weren't getting the thrive out of them. And that's why I always hated throwing in these bales of straw. But we seen last year, bedding them with the straw blower, they don't eat half the amount of straw. They might pick a few bits, but they don't really eat it, and it just works so much better. And we don't even use as much straw. We were throwing in bales into that. It'd be 2 bales both sides, so that you get some coverage at both ends of the shed. I can split 1 bale between the 2 of them, and you see yourself there. There's plenty of straw. Plenty of straw for them, for the night and for into tomorrow. Well happy with the straw blower and the job it does for bedding our cattle. So we're just down with the calves, and you can see we just need to get more straw. We're about a month from getting the high bank, as we call it, to where we need it to be. But they're quite happy. And that little pen there is just for the few calves that maybe we're not that happy. At the minute there's like 2 in it, so we're not doing too bad. But that pen is just for anyone who's not just doing so well that we can stick them in there out of the big pen. But the straw blower is working very well. We did have 2 of our biggest concerns that I kind of had when we were going to use the straw blower last year. Was 1, the level of dust that may be in the shed. Would we have issues with pneumonia from the dust, where we're going to get like poking in the eyes and get a lot of pink eye in that? No issues last year with that at all. But that was just only the 1 issue then. Yeah, I can't hear the second issue. There was no second. No, it was just the 1 issue. It was the dust. I'm just a bit nervous of that. No problem at all. Now that door there is open, and the reason that's open is because we're still in very mild weather, and it just lets more air into the shed, and the calves are absolutely perfect. We've touch wood, we've had no issues with pneumonia, and they're in 2 weeks now. Yeah, they're 2 weeks in this week, and touch wood, no issues. They are going out in the rape as well, and I was going to show you how they're getting on the bit that I gave them today, but it's pissing rain now, so I'm not going to bother. For an owl machine, sometimes it can be a bit temperamental into intaking the straw, but it does a mighty job. So that's it. Straw blower serviced and ready for a winter long of working now. Probably going to have to put it on a different tractor because we keep using the 6290 for other jobs. Or however we figure it out later. But I'm going to leave it for that for today's video. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That's it for me. Good luck.